Hello, what's up everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and I am here continuing my 31 days of horror movie reviews and the Halloween franchise with Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers. This is a 1995 horror movie, technically the 6th installment. This was directed by Joe Chappelle. And the plot is, it picks up a few years after the last movie left off, where Jamie Lloyd, no longer Daniel Harris, but it's still Jamie, she was taken by the Man in Black and the cult, and she's underground. She's pregnant all of a sudden, has the baby, but Michael Myers, either they're going to take the baby and do some weird ritual cult-like shit with it, or Michael Myers just wants to kill it. Either way, Jamie gets away, and she's trying to stay away. You have Dr. Loomis back to sort things out. You have other characters like Tommy Doyle, all grown up. You have the Strode family, who are now living in the original house that Michael comes back to kill everybody. Now, what I think of The Curse of Michael Myers is... Look, I don't hate this movie. I don't. I really don't. There is a producer's cut of this movie that I found online a few years ago, and that version I hate for so many reasons. It's terrible. But this one, it's watchable, it's decent, it does have some cool kills in there. I do think Michael is better than he was in the last couple of movies, like, for example, his mask. His mask looks great. It's the best looking mask since the original movie. The only real issue with Michael is notwithstanding the cult stuff and the backstory stuff to explain why Michael is what he is. The actor playing Michael, I think, is sort of, how can I say this nicely? He's fat. I mean, he has a bit of a gut. Look, like, he doesn't embody the stature, the physical form that Michael should have. It's not the biggest deal. There's just some shots where he looks like he's bigger than he should be when he's chasing after people. Takes sort of the scare out of it, but hey, at least they got the mask right. That's all I really care about. There are certain scenes in this movie where Michael kills people in the most brutal and vicious ways. Jamie, not played by Daniel Harris, like I said. This time she's played by J.C. Brandy, who, look, it's not this girl's fault. It's a huge task for her to come in and play a character that one other actress has played in multiple movies. So there is a big disconnect when you see her. It just doesn't really feel like Jamie, especially right off the bat. But she does the acting well enough. She does look scared. She does look frightened when she's trying to get away with her baby, Michael chasing after her. I just hate the fact that they kill Jamie off. Why do horror movies do this? Every time you have a main character who might last one movie or maybe a couple of movies, they get killed off early in the next movie. It's no wonder why Daniel Harris didn't come back. She didn't want to come back because not only do they kill Jamie off in a really vicious way, brutal way, but the producer's cut of this movie shows that the reason why Jamie's pregnant, the way how she got pregnant, was because Michael Myers raped her. They show him on top of her as she's just pinned down, and he rapes her, and that's how she gets pregnant. How gross and disgusting. Why the hell did the writers or the producers, they call it the producer's cut, why did they want this? Why did they want that? And, like, at least the director or whoever the hell it was had enough sense to cut that shit out of the theatrical cut. The movie becomes about this cult wanting the baby, Michael getting the baby. Tommy Doyle, who's now older, now played by Paul Rudd, or Paul Stephen Rudd as he's listed here, because this is his very first movie, introducing Paul Rudd. I remember the first time I saw this movie, I thought Paul Rudd was very weird, just awkward. And I know that Tommy's been through a lot of shit, and he's obsessed with Michael, and that weirdness makes sense. But watching it this time, I actually liked him even more. I did. I thought, yeah, he was weird and kind of creepy at the beginning, especially with the Kara Strode character. He's living across the street with his camera and whatnot. But once he gets this baby, he wants to protect it and take care of it. And especially towards the end, when he becomes almost a hero and he's taking the fight to Michael and at least trying. I really like this guy. Kara Strode, like I said, is played by Marianne Hagen. This actress is fine. It's just one of those things where, okay, they wanted to connect this to the lore, the original story somehow, so they made them the Strodes. They made them related cousins or whatever to the family that adopted Laurie. And okay, that's kind of sort of interesting. Do they really have that much of a connection, though, to Michael Myers? Not really. Why is her son hearing the voice of the Man in Black telling him to kill people? Why is her, like, when did the cult ever get to her son? I know the cult gets to babies when they're young, and who knows, maybe they got to him before the mom even knew about it. But it's weird. And her father is a complete asshole. There are certain scenes with this guy where I know every horror movie has to have your unlikable guy, but man, this guy is levels of just assholery. And Donald Pleasance is back as Loomis. This is his last time playing Loomis, and you can tell why. He's very sick. He's very old at this point. It's almost sad to watch him struggle to get through this movie, but I respect the guy. I respect this guy for just being there, trying to sell the dialogue that he's given, trying to still be here and be a part of this story and series. I hope they paid him well, because he died not too long after this movie. The Man in Black, Boots, after the long-awaited explanation of who the fuck is the Man in Black, the guy with the hat and the black boots, and he's walking around somehow following Michael. So many theories. You now find out that it's Terrence Wynn, played by Mitchell Ryan. This guy that worked with Loomis and was friends with him and was close to this case. Secretly, I guess he had this Thorn cult. What? Even the explanation and the reveal is lackluster and lame. I get it. I understand these writers probably had to make some sort of sense with what that fifth movie fucking did. What they had to clean up and make sense. It's not 100% their fault. But this movie is so rooted with the cult stuff. It's so much about the cult stuff that it's almost less about Michael. And you're almost peeling too many layers of Michael, things that I just think are convoluted. And this person's in on it. That person's in on it. The old lady across the street, she's in on the cult thing. I couldn't wait to see Michael get up and kill all of these cult people, which he does. And that is a great moment. But still, it all feels like a waste of time. It all feels like we don't need any of that nonsense. This isn't the worst in the series. It's not. Clearly, there's been far worse. For me to have as many complaints as I do about this and that fucking producer's cut, the fact that I still can sit back and watch this movie, still get some enjoyment out of it, still like a lot of things about it, that shows that there are some good things here. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers? Do you like it more than I do? Or do you agree that it is a little weird, but it has some good qualities about it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!